Yes. Dear Earthmates, this conversation will be with Yuba, Nath, Lamsal from Nepal. Thank you so much for joining us, dear Yuba. You're one of my new friends. I'm happy to have met you. What would you like to say about yourself? But first, about Nepal. The only thing I know Nepal, I've just checked the Wikipedia, of course, and the population is about 28 million, 30 million.
Yeah.
And of course, we know about the Himalayas. And another thing is that it has been a republic since when?
Republic recently, since 2008.
2008, and it's a federal, secular federal republic.
Yeah.
Multi-party system with a communist party in power.
No, not right now. Not Communist Party. Communist Party is part of the coalition.
There is part of the coalition.
Yeah, it was Communist Party was in the government, single party coalition. The government was Communist Party government was just 3 months until 3 months ago. Now the government has changed. There is a coalition. The coalition is headed by centrist the Nepali Congress Party, in which a faction of Communist Party is also part of that coalition government.
All right. I wish the best for the Nepali people, of course. I think you have worked as a diplomat as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your diplomatic mission?
Yeah, this diplomacy is my, in fact, second inning. My first inning was the journalism. I was a journalist. I for a long time I worked as a journalist, and in English, the Nepal's the oldest English language newspaper, the Rising Nepal. I worked there many years, and then I was I started from very bottom, and then I reached up the highest level, and I became a chief editor of that newspaper. Then I switched over to diplomacy, and then I was just appointed as ambassador to Denmark, based in Copenhagen, and the responsibility is all 8 countries of Nordic and Baltic regions. So, but I was based in Copenhagen. So I have just recently returned to Nepal after completing my 4 years tenure as ambassador. So this is what about myself, and about Nepal. The Nepal is a very beautiful Himalayan mountainous country between India and China. So between India and China, Nepal, in fact, in terms of size, physical size, is not very small country. It's a medium-sized country, mid-sized country. But we have very giant neighbors in the north and in the south. So that is why we call ourselves a small country. If we compare Nepal with other many European countries, Nepal is, I think there are so many smaller countries than Nepal in Europe and other parts of the world. So it is there. And geopolitically, Nepal's the location is very vital, vital because now I'm not saying, but the Western political scientists and analysts say that the international power is shifting to Asia. shifting to Asia. So 19th century was European century, because the power was in the Europe led the geopolitics and the international power politics. Then that power shifted to the United States in the 20th century. Now it is 21st century. The power is slowly shifting to Asia. That means, that means the powers of Asia means India and China. So Nepal is just in between. So Nepal is geopolitically in the very vital location. And this is one thing. And the other thing is that Nepal, politically, as I have said, Nepal is a multi-party democracy, and it's a republican state, federal republic, and very secular country. Although Nepal has more than 80% people are Hindus, and only a tiny minority is are Muslims and Christians. But despite the large majority of Hindus, Nepal has declared itself as a secular state. Secular. That the world should know it. So this is what. But Nepal is a beautiful mountainous, and it has beautiful Himalayan range. So Himalayan range, and in the north part of Himalaya is Nepal. So this is what is about Nepal.
Very good. In our previous conversation, our first conversation, you mentioned the danger regarding the climate change. Would you like to mention that, please?
Yeah, just yeah, it is. You are exactly. You are very, very right that Nepal is facing, not only Nepal, the entire Asia, and more particularly South Asia is facing the brunt of the climate change and the global warming. So let me make a short statement on it. So I say, let's save Himalayas, save humanity. Save Himalayas, save humanity. Global warming and climate change are two most pressing global issues which have hugely impacted our Mother Earth and the human civilization. The global warming has also impacted seriously the Himalayas ecosystem, hydrology in Asia, and human civilization in the region. The Himalaya is the third largest deposit of ice and snow in the world. So it has third largest deposit of snow or ice in the world. The Himalaya is also called water tower of Asia, or the third pole. The Himalaya is the source of fresh water for almost 3 billion people living in the lowlands of river basin of Indus River, Ganges River, Brahmaputra River, Chenab River, Jhelum River, Irrawaddy River, the Yellow River, Yangtze River, Amu Darya, Salween River, and even Making River, covering 8 countries. Nepal, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, and even Thailand, and other Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. So all the rivers, they originate from Himalayas. So these rivers support drinking water, irrigation, energy, industry, and sanitation needs of almost 3 billion people of Asia. The Himalayas range directly contributes to and impacts on the social and economic as well as cultural prospect of many countries in Asia. In other words, the Himalaya is the lifeblood of the people in South Asia and some Southeast Asia and countries of Southeast Asia and China. So let me go a little further.
Yes, this is striking. Nearly half of human beings are drinking water thanks to the Himalayas.
Yeah, it's almost. We have 8 billion, close to 8 billion people we have.
Yeah.
So 8 million
around
brothers and
40%, 35%.
Yeah, almost 40%. So it's
wow.
So 3 billion. Let me go a little ahead. The Himalayas range directly contributes to and impacts social and economic cultural aspect of many countries in Asia. In other words, the Himalaya is the lifeblood of the people in South Asia and some Southeast Asia and China. The Himalaya is also home to 10 highest mountain peaks, over 8,000 meters, including the tallest one, Mount Everest. We have 8 highest peaks are in Himalayas, and the tallest one is Mount Everest. The Himalaya is the basis of South Asian civilization and human survival, main foundation of the South Asian civilization. However, the global warming and climate change have posed serious threat to the Himalayas hydrology and ecosystem. The ice and snow in the Himalaya is fast melting due to global temperature rise. According to studies, if the current rate of temperature is not checked and reversed, the ice melting in the Himalayas would further accelerate. If this trend continues, about 2/3 of the glacier and ice of the Himalayas would disappear by the end of this 21st century, which will consequently reduce the water level in the Himalayan river system, posing direct threat to survival of almost 3 billion population in Asia. A large part of Asia, more particularly South Asia, may turn into a desert. Agriculture and food production is likely to decline sharply, and people will face hunger and shortage of drinking water. This may create billions of environment economic refugees. Apart from Asia, other regions of the world too will have to face the brunt of this menace. If the South Asia becomes a desert, desertification takes place, there will be billions of refugees. I think they are bound to move to other parts of region, Europe and the other parts of South Asia, so that then the problem, the other parts of the world will also face the problem of the desertification in Asia. This precarious situation calls for immediate action to save Himalayas and its ecosystem, for which global actions are needed. This is the problem of Asia, but this is also a global problem. So it can be addressed only through the global initiative and global efforts. Against this background, I, from the land of Mount Everest, call upon you all, friends of the earth, and all global citizens to come forward with whatever we have at our disposal to save the Himalayas. Saving Himalayas is saving humanity. So let us save humanity by saving the Himalayas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear Yuba. Striking information, alarming situation, and for newcomers, I would like to say a few things about the Earth Civilization Project. which I humbly initiated 8 years ago. Well, the idea is not new, of course, but many people agree that we need a planetary civilization, a civilization based on the awareness, knowledge, also the limitations of our home planet, and based off many good organizations and material and mental culture. And I'm happy that you have joined this network. And there are other similar networks, such as the Great Transition Initiative, which I discovered just a few years ago. And there are many good people, many Earthmates doing good things. The more we come together, the better results we can achieve, of course. You mentioned that Nepal is a secular democratic country, which is vital. Secular without secularism, as our mutual friend Shahriar Kabir of Bangladesh emphasizes, without secularism, secularity as a regime, as a political regime, we cannot have democracy. If this or that religion is imposed on the population, then we cannot have democracy. What else would you like to mention about your? We have time, and about your works, your concerns.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Tariq. It's a very wonderful that's occasion that we have happened to meet. I also thank Mr. Sarir Kabir. Because of him, we are just connected. So I'm very happy to have friends like you, since you are so much concerned about the fate of humanity, that the earth, because earth doesn't belong to us, we belong to earth.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So the earth is so generous. So I call the earth is mother. I'm the son of mother, a son of earth. So we are all son of earth. So she feeds us. She takes care of us. So it is our duty to save the mother earth. So saving mother earth is to save our own local environment.
Yes.
If I save Himalayas from Nepal, if we contribute to saving Himalayas, then we will be contributing to save the mother earth, because the river system, air system, the land system, all the part of mother earth. So it is our duty to save this mother earth. So we have to save waters, we have to save rivers, we have to save the mountains, we have to save forest. Then only we can save humanity, human civilization. So Nepal is the frontline country of the Himalayan region, Himalayan region. So now I just many people, because let me tell you, the Nepal is not industrial country, it's still agricultural based country. The tourism and agriculture are the two main source of income. So since we don't have much industrialization, so we don't contribute to global warming. Greenhouse, the gas emission, we don't contribute so much. So we are suffering, the Himalaya is suffering from the mistakes committed by others. So we have become victim of the mistakes of others. So I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to blame any country, any particular country and people, but the Himalaya, yeah, it's a fact, it's a fact. So, you know, if the ice of Himalaya, the melts, so the reports are that I think even one report, I read one report, although just I don't, I want to quote that. According to that report, 90% of the ice and water will disappear by the end of the 21st century. If this trend of the temperature, the global warming and climate change continues. So if there is no snow, there is no ice, rivers will dry up, and there will be no agriculture, no drinking water in Asia, more particularly South Asia, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, the India, Pakistan, these all, Myanmar, these all the countries, even in China, and even its impact will be in as far as the Southeast Asia. So this is a global problem. Now, of course, we will be directly affected, but it's a global issue, global problem. So let us make the people aware. So let us try to be more sustainable. Let us make our activities more sustainable, more environment friendly, more the earth friendly,
Yes.
earth friendly,
Yes.
yeah, earth friendly. So let us love earth, let us care earth. So let us save earth by saving our parts of the earth. Himalaya is the is the very important part of the earth. So let us save it. So so let us mobilize people. Let us create awareness among people of the entire South Asia, entire Asia, and the how we can contribute from our whatever ideas, whatever we can do. So that is my call, and call. It's an SOS call, actually. SOS call.
Yes, it is.
SOS call.
It is.
So let me tell you, if I can, I am willing to participate equally. I am willing to contribute equally to such problems in other parts of the world also.
Yes.
Other parts of the world, because any parts, if there is problem in any parts of the earth, Mother Earth, so my contribution, my participant will be there. So
wonderful.
This is what I want to say.
Thank you. We are together. We need to be together.
We should, yeah.
Yes, when we look at the world, to our planet, the Amazons in South America, for example, there are issues. And talking about Nepal and the Himalayas, a playwright, a Turkish playwright, Mehmet Baydur, wrote a play called Dancing or Tensing. Yes, and Tensing. And the shepherd who climbed Mount Everest the first time, you know, and I worked there about 30 years ago as a dramaturg at Istanbul Metropolitan Theatre. We staged it. So it might be interesting if somebody translated it, you know, into other languages and performed in Nepal, for example. And we have family friends, Sharon and Carl Kotapish, with their children, Dawn, Glenn, and Dale. They spent years in Nepal, and they have been visiting Nepal. They are friends of Nepal. They have studied a certain language there and wrote a book about it. And they will, of course, watch this program, and we are sending our greetings to them. And I'd like to interview them as well. And I'd like you to meet as well. There are a lot of organizations in the world, and after thinking a lot, I think it is better to have not an official organization. There are enough organizations, but it's like air. Does air have a structure, an organization? Well, yes and no. So Earth Civilization Project uh, is uh, is simply a name that reminds us that we need to do something, progress, and project is important as an ocean. Um, it's an umbrella project, actually. There are wonderful uh, organizations, international and local organizations, but to my knowledge, not. We also need an umbrella
Yeah.
project. So this is a network of uh, um, individuals, an association of individuals, in a way, like Marx said, or wished, let's say, and each, there is no hierarchy, and I consider myself an Earth Civilization volunteer. I simply enjoy saying, I too am on this planet and I too am responsible. This is my ethical stand. This is my worldview in a nutshell. And whoever likes this can consider herself or himself, themselves, an Earth Civilization volunteer. And this is, so the simpler the better. Uh, uh, I thought so. This is the a very simple approach. That's why it can these values and ideas can spread easily, and maybe more and more people quickly join the party
Yeah.
and to be more active. We usually suffer and expect solutions from others, from big
Yeah.
organizations, etc. But actually, we are the organization. We, each of us. And I think the United Nations need help. The United Nations is simply a platform of governments. When I was 16, I severely criticized the United Nations in a composition I wrote in high school. At the age of 68, now I say, well, it's better than not having a United Nations at all, but we need to improve it. How? Well, really, as people, as earthmates, I enjoy calling ourselves earthmates. We uh, and um, thanks to the internet technology, we can, if ideas are good, uh, we we can think that more and more people will understand and join efforts. Um, and hopefully we can, yes, save the planet and
Yeah.
ourselves and our future generations, the biosphere. Um, Thank you so much, dear Yuba, Nath, Lamsal. Uh, by the way, does your name have a meaning in your language, or what language? What
It
is your mother tongue?
is, yeah, it's a Nepali language.
Mhm.
It's a Nepali, Nepal, we call it Nepali mother tongue. This called the language we speak is Nepali. Our mother tongue is Nepali. Although there are Nepal is a very diverse country. We have more than 100 different ethnic groups,
Mhm.
ethnic communities. And the similar number of the languages are spoken in Nepal, but the official language is Nepali. My mother tongue is Nepali. So in Yuba means Yuba, just although it's not particularly that because of that meaning my name was given, but the literal meaning is Yuba means youthful,
Very good.
youthful.
Well,
Yeah,
you are
yes.
you.
Nath means master, a kind of.
Mhm.
Mm. And Lamsal is a family name, so it doesn't have any.
Well, you're a youthful master. You
Yeah,
carry your
yeah,
name
yeah, yeah,
beautifully.
yeah.
And Nepal in Turkey, uh, I think we need to learn. We need to learn from Nepal, because in Turkey, we need to improve in the along the path of secular democratic development. Although our constitution, thanks to Atatürk, there is the word secular republic. Unfortunately, it has been negatively influenced recently. But we need to learn the facts. We need to, and then if we deny the facts, how can we solve problems? How can we solve our problems, ethnic or physical, geographical, whatever? All right. Thank you so much. We're together, and we'll we'll work on this, the Himalayas and other issues. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Tariq. And so I'm happy to be a part of this our civilization. And you have taken the initiative. So consider me as a part of your initiative.
We are all volunteers.
I know. We are, of course, volunteers. And so I have one request, that if you have the list of those the organizations that are concerned, that are concerned, or they are working on the saving earth and environment and this ecosystem, so let us please get me connected with them, so that I can just tell our stories to them also. If possible, we can share information and the ideas. So this is the idea that dominates the world. Idea is the main thing. So so that kind of thing, I think I expect from you. So I also thank you very much.
This will take. I will place this on YouTube as a part of the Earth Civilization Dialogues. And Greenpeace is also a vital organization focusing on environment issues. But yes, we need to maybe prepare a book for children internationally to help the children become aware, and in many languages. We need to get to know each other more and do things better. Thank you so much. So we're together.
Thank you, Tariq. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you.
Youthful Master. Namaste.
Tariq. Thank you. Bye. Bye.